Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Sheila Beela coming to you with another review of Tyler Perry's Sistas Season 7, Episode 10, The Good Fight. Y'all, this episode this episode was pretty good toward the end. I told Penelope don't take herself down there, but she did it anyway. But we gonna get there. We gonna get there. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe if you get anything out of my content. Y'all, we are a growing community. I just want to say thank you to everyone that tunes in and listens to me every week in regard to this Tyler Perry Sistas. Y'all, we may not always agree, but we are very respectful to one another. And I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's get into this episode. Click that like button and subscribe if you had not. All right, so it starts out with Sabrina and Andy. So Sabrina calls Andy on the phone, and they are talking about Jordan and everything that's going on in the news. And Sabrina's just trying to see how Andy is feeling at this moment in regards to Jordan being all over the news, right? And so they end up bringing up Gary, talking about, yeah, Gary over here acting crazy. He got like Dahmer vibes because he's unhinged. And then after they stop talking about Gary, they end up bringing up Sabrina brings up she's going through IVF and all the treatments and things like that. And she's saying that it's kind of difficult for her to be doing all this stuff, right? She's just talking about the process. Andy says she's sorry for that she has to go through all that. But hey, that's what Sabrina chose to do. So that's what's going to have to happen. So while they're on the phone, they end up, talking a little bit, getting off the phone. Well, while they're on the phone, Jordan comes up. Now I know where the other Jordan, he was on Mia Copa. Yeah, did y'all see that? I was actually gonna talk about the Mia Copa movie, but I was like, yeah, I'll just keep it to myself. But anyway, that's where the old Jordan is. So new Jordan, he come up kissing all on or whatever, whatever. So Sabrina like, okay, well, I'll talk to you later. Oh, they are going to meet up at Sabrina's house later on that night. So, little girls' night out, right? So they talking about that. Jordan comes in, kissing all on her and all that stuff. So they get out the phone. So while they're kissing, the news is on, and then they bring up Jordan, and they talk about the scandal that's going on with Jordan, and then the news anchor says that Jordan, that the woman confessed, saying that it was all a lie. It was all a lie. It was all a lie. Yeah, it wasn't. It was fake news, and yeah, they get happy about that, and they talk about Andy said that she don't want to not believe a woman, but at the same time, it's you, a black man in America. So some things can be skeptical, but they're happy. Everything is cool. She said it came in fast and it left out fast. And so, yeah, so they back kissing, child. They finna have a get it in session. All right, so now Fatima, now the house is in a wreck, right? Little Michael, hey, baby Michael. I've been asking Tyler where you been. Child, since they done got custody of you, we ain't seen you. Now we see you over there making little trucks and blocks, and it is so good to see you back with your daddy. Okay, baby Michael, okay. See, Michael be doing his job. He is an actor. You hear me? Because when Fatima said, what you making? You making that real good. When I tell you he started hitting it, you know how... You know how when you be talking to babies and you be telling them, oh, you doing a good job, and they just start doing it even more? Yeah, that's what baby Michael was doing his job, and we love him. Okay. But anyway, so Fatima looking for her phone. So she trying to find her phone. Baby Michael over there playing and all that stuff, right? So while Fatima over there looking for her phone, Zach get up. He mad. He was like, yeah, dog, I'm going broke. How much is this therapy? What he need all this therapy for? He need the therapy because your baby can't talk the way that the other, how old is baby? 3, 5, 10? The way the other kids talk, he can't do it. So he need all the speech, occupational therapy, mental therapy, physical therapy, outpatient therapy, inpatient therapy. He need all of it. He need it. He need it. And you went and got custody of him, so you gonna have to pay for it, Zach. I mean, it is what it is. Don't complain. Be happy. Don't worry about it. Just do what you need to do. All right. So while Zach up here fussing about therapy, talking about it's more than his house, his condo, Fatima telling him, look, you need to calm down. You know, he told me he gonna have to end up getting him another job, or he gonna have to end up doing some type of hustle. Fatima said, you might need to do a hustle by cleaning. You need to clean up this house. How about that? And then Fatima proceeds to tell him, like, hey, I gotta. Oh, so yeah. He starts talking about all the things he gotta pay for. Karen, baby, double child support. Child, that's what Karen said. But word on the curb is one may be yours and one may be Aaron. So it might be once the child support. And then you gotta pay for law school for Fatima. But Fatima like, hey, you ain't gotta worry about me. I got me. I got me. No, Fatima, you need to let him get you while he paying for everybody else. He need to be paying for your stuff too, child. See, that be what's wrong. We be taking these men off the hook, trying to lighten the load. He the one went out here and got all these kids and want to be claiming all these kids that he don't know that's his. So if he say he got to pay for your college, law school, then let him pay. He'll be all right. Shoot, he a man. He was built for this, to take on the burdens of the family. Shoot. Yeah, Fatima tell him, look, I'm gonna be coming home late tonight. Cause she gotta go to school. He talking about late. Wait, I was gonna be Michael. It's not friends no more. It's not about your friends. It's about Michael. Okay. So yeah, that's what you gonna do. But Fatima, she go ahead and go. She said he need to give him a cleaning services, clean up his mess around the house. And so she goes ahead and she going upstairs because she said she got to get ready for work. And then he gets on the phone and call Gary. Child, Darn, we're sorry that your number has been disconnected or no longer in service. Gary ain't answering that phone. Find somebody else to do it because he ain't answering. All right. So over at Pam's Hair Mastery, refreshing, redefining, whatever, child, new start. Pam come in and she got double the smoothies because Karen has double the babies and double the fun. And Karen mad. Karen like, why do you have all of your Roots to Riches product around the salon? And Pam said, I can't get in my address. I'm an influencer now. I said, but why don't you just go find you some type of storage and put it there and go down there to the post office and get a P.O. box? That way ain't nobody gotta know what you do and where you stay and where you live. Even where you work. Okay. So Pam said, Karen said, while you run around here running this illegitimate business, you need to go get you a business license. And even though Karen did say with those stank attitude, she was telling her right. She need to go get your business license, go get your trademark, make sure ain't nobody else in Atlanta got Roots to Riches. Child. Because somebody else, Takesha probably got Roots to Riches. Then you got to go find a whole other name. And you got to go rebrand yourself and, name it something else. Raw to Riches. Something. Anyway, so, yeah. So, Pam telling her Pam telling Karen she in the mood. Oh, yes, another thing. Pam also says that, she got them double the shakes or whatever because she overheard Miss Lisa and Karen talking when Karen told Miss Lisa that she having twin babies. I said, Pam, you got dog hearing. You got dog. I bet you can hear a dog whistle, cause she heard that through them doors like crazy. Hayden got dog hearing too. We gonna get to him in a minute. But anyway, Pam knows it. So Karen gets the drinks, go back to the back of the office, and she does some cute little stuff. She get to talking to her babies. First of all, Karen, let me tell you something. While you got them babies in your belly, don't be telling your babies that they gonna be bad, that they're going to be running around here terrorizing people, because you don't speak stuff like that of your kids. You speak to your kids, y'all going to be some good, smart, intelligent kids. That's what you tell your kids. Don't tell them they're going to be bad and terrorizing and being a mess. And don't do that to them kids. Now, you start speaking over their life, positive affirmation, because when them kids do come out and if they real bad, you can't get mad at their daddy and say you just like your daddy. Now, you done spoke that over them kids' lives. So, note, Karen, don't do that no more. Anyway, so while she over there speaking all this crazy stuff over her baby's belly's lives, She gets a phone call from the hospital, and then they tell her that they it was something going on with the amniocentesis that they are concerned about, and she need to come in to the doctor's office. And Pam said, not Pam, why I keep saying Pam, Karen says, so is everything okay? And then the nurse or doctor, what is it, the person on the phone, secretary, whatever, she said, the babies are fine. First of all, HIPAA laws, you not, well, I guess yeah. Well, that is Karen. So, yeah, the babies are fine. So, they just need you to come in and they're going to talk to you about what's going on. And as word on the curb is, you got 2 baby daddies in 2 different sex. Okay, yay for Karen. Here we go. So, now back over at the bank. Sabrina has a sit down meeting with India. I guess she's the regional manager, and we all know that Sabrina is up for the position to be that bank's manager. And as they sit down, India starts off and says that she had wants to voice some concerns about trusting. It was a staff member that voiced concerns about trusting Sabrina's leadership. And considering everything that happened, I mean, she's really not far off. I had put that part on there. But but I'm just like, as Sabrina said, I've been at this bank forever. I've been coming in late, leaving. Child. Now she talking about she coming in late. She most definitely not getting that job. But let me redo it. She said, I've been coming in early, leaving late. And she said she gives her 100% best at this job. And she said, if anything, this job owes her this, because of the simple fact that how much time she's dedicated into this office, into this branch. And Sabrina begins to stand up for herself. And I was here for it. And she was like, I'm the first one in and I'm the last one to leave. And then Sabrina says, and don't forget, I was found innocent. Which she was. She talking about y'all done threw her out on the curb and made it seem as if she was guilty. She didn't do nothing wrong. And for you to come over there and insult her off of white Karen page, like, that's crazy. But Sabrina did. She was just like, she started laughing. And she said that she was falsely accused and y'all threw her out on her butt. And she's not trying to be rude, but she is asking for what's fair and what she deserves. And pretty much that's it. She said, I don't give a crap about what anybody got to say. India, you know me. And and really that's a lawsuit because y'all really kicked her out when she was innocent. So y'all might as well give her the job. But India said, I'll let you know. And then, Sabrina left. And she was proud of herself when she shut that door, even though she thinks she might have lost her job. And I was actually happy for Sabrina too, because a lot of times on this show, Sabrina is looked over as a pushover. And I want Sabrina more and more to speak her mind, especially when it came down to Karen ordering all them wings. We gonna get there too, because Karen was wrong for that. Tell how I skip. But anyway, so back over at the office, Andy is now. I saw I saw a lot of y'all in the comments talking about Andy's clothes, talking about she's supposed to be a whole lawyer and she run around here dressing like that. Andy been dressing like this at this law firm. She has been wearing her titties out. Like, Andy has wearing sheer shirts to where you can see her bras. And I don't know what type of law firm she works at. Maybe they're very liberal there. Maybe the dress code is relaxed. Maybe it's relaxed casual. I don't know, but she been dressing like this. And of course, it could be deemed inappropriate because you're around all these prominent people, men and everything else. But, I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, I couldn't wear it at my job. I mean, I could because I work from home, but that's neither here nor there. But I'm just saying, like, the girl been dressing like that. Would I wear it? No. But, I mean, it's Andy. Okay, so Miss Willis comes in and Miss Willis said, I don't wait for nobody. I come in early and I don't wait. I expect to be seen. And I said, I know that's right, Miss Willis. Yes, you do, because you're a billionaire. You can do, you do what you do. And so Fatima talking about, yeah, Miss Willis here. She done came in early. And why Miss Willis had to correct Fatima talking about, don't call me ma'am. Don't do that. I said, I know that's right, honey. Miss Willis. Okay. So anyway, um, Miss Willis was happy. She over there dapping Andy talking about, shoot, old boy dodged a bullet, didn't you? You know what I'm saying? I told you he was innocent. I told you. I said, okay, Miss Willis, talk like you know. So they end up sitting down, and then Miss Willis says, Andy, your reputation has been called into question because I heard you I heard you were a loose woman. Child, Andy face looked like, who told you that? Child, Gary told her that. He said you was real loose and you sleeping with people around the office. But I mean, you were, but it's okay because Miss Willis said, I understand. I don't mind you being loose because she said, hey, I don't look this good by sleeping with the same man every night. I said, I know, honey, you are mighty fine and mighty rich. So you do what you do, you know? But she told Andy, she said, but listen, you know I'm steps ahead of you, but you don't need to be sleeping. You don't need to be eating. Hold on, let me get it right. She said, you don't need to be, y'all know I don't cuss. But she said, you don't need to be boo-boo, boo-booing where you eat. I didn't know what else word to say. I mean, God dog, poop, don't poop where you eat, child. I don't know. But anyway, Andy says that she is very professional and she will make sure that she will get every dime that she deserves. Miss Willis said, no. I came to you because I want to get the ones that I don't deserve either. I want to get his dimes, her dimes, they dimes, every dime. I want all the dimes that I do and that I do not deserve. And Andy said, yep, you're gonna get all of them. I said, mm-hmm. And then Miss Willis says that you are officially my counsel. And oh yeah, there is a young man over here that I think that's going to be co-counsel. Andy like co-counsel. I was like, I know you're not gonna go with Hayden. Really? Now y'all been saying the whole time in these comments that Andy only do, that Hayden only do tax. Well, child, I guess he's finna be co-counsel in marital affairs, court, family law. I mean, hey, y'all explain it. I just listen and read the comments, y'all. But anyway, Andy said she is the best out of that whole law firm. But Miss Willis said, okay, whatever. But as she's getting ready to leave, child, here go another one with the dog hearing Hayden right there by the door. As soon as she opened them, do you remember me, Hayden? Boy, would you move? She was like, okay, whatever. So she go ahead and leave. And so Hayden and Andy exchange words. And he's like, oh, co-counsel, huh? So I guess you're not fully fit for the job. And Andy tells him, boy, go to HE double hockey sticks. And then Hayden talking about, well, he said, you talking about going there, it's going to be a paradise for you. I said, all right. Words exchange. All right. So now you got Danny sitting down with TJ, Tony Jr., and Tonita, and they bullying Karen. Excuse me. Wow, I got these people names messed up. They bullying Danny. They over there bullying Danny. And I'm like, Danny, you gonna let these little kids do you like that? Like really? And then Danny trying to explain, we didn't meet in the best light. To my, yeah, you was naked. No, I wasn't naked. I had on a coat. I wasn't fully naked. A little, my little titties was out a little bit, but it was okay on the coat. To me, here go Danny. We can be friends. Them kids don't want to be your friend. The little boy ain't even talking to you. And actually, they over there texting each other, talking about you and laughing in your face. And then here go the little boy telling me, what, our friend gives us gifts. Okay, what kind of gifts? Bronx tickets so to see the Bronx. What she say? The whoever the Bronx Knox baseball game, football game, child, one of them game tickets. And then the girl, she talking about she wants stuff, and then she get the necklace right off of Danny neck. I said, Danny, you not finna get this girl your necklace. Cause at first I thought Danny was doing something when she snatched their phones. Give me back my phone. But I was like, okay, Danny, assert your authority. But then when you gonna take the necklace off your neck and give it to a stranger? And yeah, her hair was cute. It was real cute. But why you do that? Child, them kids. So you like they did it like that? You gonna let these kids bribe you? Child, bye. Anyway, so Tony comes up and talk to over there telling Danny thank you and all that stuff. And Danny like, thank you. It was lovely. No. Then she said, your kids are demons, which they are. And Tony, you sit there and saw Danny give. You sit there and saw Danny give her necklace, take the necklace off her neck and give it to your kid, and you didn't even say nothing. Now I understand you a good daddy, but god dog, boundaries are boundaries. Anyway, so Danny talking about, can you get my necklace back? Really? He sit there and saw you give the necklace. You know what? That ain't none of my business. I'm gonna mind my own. All right. So now you got Zach and Gary. So of course we know that Zach has been calling Gary because he's been trying to get his money back that he invested. And Zach goes over there and Zach says, so you can't answer your phone because I've been calling you over 18 times. And Zach talking about he want his money back. And Gary says that the money is locked up. And Zach talking about, I really don't care. I want my money back. And so Zach gets upset. And Gary is like, or what? What are you going to do? So Zach calls off and hit him in the face, nose bleeding, everything. And also, Zach pulls out a gun, put it on the table. I'm like, Zach, why you doing this? Like, why you doing this? But anyway, so Gary get to talking real bad. Do it. Tell me, I know you're not gonna do it because you don't have the balls to do it and you're weak. And then Zach talking about weak. Weak is me having the strength. What'd he say? He said, you know how much strength it takes for me not to pow you with your stupid butt. And then Gary was like, do it or whatever. Said you don't have the guts right there. He talking about then your kids will be without their father. They're gonna be, the bastard. And just like they daddy. I said, Zach, hit him again. Can you please do it again? Because he talking cold hard cash money in your face. I mean, you could at least shot him in his toe, shot him in his pinky toe or something. Cause he really talking to you like that. And then Zach, while Gary over there talking, Zach take the bullets out the gun, and he said he take out the one in the chamber. And so while he was doing that, Penelope walks in talking about, is everything all right? And then Gary said that Zach was just leaving, and that's when he said, I took the one out the chamber as well. And I was like, why would you leave your gun there with him? Why? I don't think that was a good move for Zach to leave his gun, like, really, especially after what's gonna happen at the end of this episode. So anyway, Pam goes over to Andy's law office, and Andy is looking at Pam like, what you here for? Like, what you doing? And she was just like, you know what? He said, is it about Karen? Yes, it's about Karen. The baby's okay. Well, them baby's fine. Karen over here snapping on me, talking about I need to have a legit business and all that stuff. And that's why Pam wants to hire Karen. Excuse me, Pam wants to hire Andy. I know Andy looking at Pam like, child, you ain't got the money to afford me. But Andy kept it cute and said, you know what? I don't do this type of lawyer work. I know somebody that can and will, and I'm going to give you their number. So that was nice of Andy to do that. And now Sabrina back at her house getting this charcuterie board. Look at that meat. Getting the charcuterie board ready for the girls to come over. So she gets a phone call from Maurice. Maurice like, girl, I thought you was going to call me and let me know what happened about the job. And then Sabrina talking about, child, I may have lost my job. And he was like, what? He said, because she said because she gave India a piece of her mind. And she tells her about the stuff that happened about the complaint or whatever. And then Maurice said, child, ain't nothing but that white Karen girl Paige. And then Maurice talking about every dog gonna have their day, and then it ain't fun when a rabbit got the gun. I'm like, where are you going with this, Maurice? But Maurice happy about his date. He talking about, yeah, child, I gotta get out the phone. I gotta get ready for my date. So that's pretty much that. All right, so Zach goes back to the house, and Fatima is there. She come home, and she cooking. And Zach is looking at her like, what's wrong with you? Tell me, I'm trying to cook for my man. What you talking about? What's wrong with me? I taste this food. So while he tasting the food, he just like, you know what? If this is the way I go out, it's cool, so be it. But I'm like, This lady is really trying. This lady is trying. Let her try. You over here in your feelings about you done gave, Gary your money, and we don't know when you gonna get it back. It ain't Fatima fault that you done run around here and got these kids impossibles. All right. So Zach is like, look, okay. Fatima's like, what's wrong with you? Zach's like, no, I don't want to stress you out. Okay, boy, what's wrong? All right. He said he went to go see Gary. Why are you going to see Gary? Because I invested some money. Boy, why did you do that? She was like, well, this was early in the relationship. He thought that it was a good thing for him to do because remind you, the dude that worked for Gary said that Gary was legit. So he trusted the dude. Anyway, so Fatima was like, oh, Zach tells her about that he pulled a gun at him and everything, but he didn't use it. Fatima was like, I'm glad you didn't do it. But Zach said he had to think about his family and Fatima, that's just gonna be his focus. And so Fatima like, shoot, I can get my cousin to go do what she need to do. And he like, madam, no, we're gonna leave madam where he at because Gary day is coming. His day is coming. I was like, well, that's good to know that Gary's day is coming because it need to come real quick while he doing what he doing right now. All right. So, Maurice out on his date. He having a good time with Grayson, right? So while they over there kikiing having a good time, some man walk up to him like, hey, is you? Oh, don't don't be popping. I said, really? In front of everybody? Can I get your Can I get your picture? Talking about, yeah, I saw you on your live last night while you was eating them pickles. I said, how was you eating them pickles, Maurice? They went down? Come back up. Anyway, so while he over there calling while Gary while Maurice over there getting called out about being a throat goat and eating pickles, Grayson over here looking like, oh my God, I'm so disgusted. But I'm like, Grayson, that's how you met Maurice. Like, you met him being a throat goat. I don't understand the problem. Like, what's the issue? Oh my God, that's like when men meet women in a strip club and they want them to quit their job. Oh my God, this is ridiculous. He really getting on my nerves. But anyway, so Maurice is trying to stop the boy from calling him throat goat and all that stuff. So the girls are over to Sabrina's house for this quaint, small charcuterie board. And they over there talking about the men or whatever. And then it's like the guys are saying one thing and the girls are saying another. So Danny says, yeah, I met Tony's kids. They were some terrorists. And then Tony is saying, yeah, she met my kids. I think they hit it off real well. Okay, whatever. And so Andy says, well, yeah, Jordan told me that he loved me. And, I think I love him too, but I really don't know, whatever. Danny talking about, is it too soon? I don't know, whatever. But she says she thinks she do. So over here, Jordan like, yeah, I told Andy that I loved her, but she didn't say nothing back. Oh, for real? Really? Oh, okay. Dang, so they talk about that a little bit. And so while they talking about that, yeah, okay, I guess I say that. And then Sabrina really didn't say much, did she? What did Sabrina say? I don't know. But over here, Rich had brought up Sabrina and him being on different paths, but he feels like Sabrina gets him. I was like, so you do? Okay, you feel like Sabrina gets you, even though y'all on different paths. Make it make sense. I don't know. But that's when Jordan says, if you got a good woman, you need to be there for her. Don't be playing games. You're gonna be with her, or whatever. Go hard for him. And Tony is just like, you know what? He said that he really doesn't know because he wants to make sure that he finds the right person for his kids. Anyway, that conversation. So yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So yeah. Hold on. Did I miss something? Okay, yeah. I'll talk about that too, because I did forget this part. So Karen comes in and Karen looking at the food, talking about what's this little bitty charcuterie board. Like, this ain't enough to fill me up. I thought we was gonna have some food. So she instantly takes, was it Sabrina's phone or her phone? Or she takes one of the phones and then she starts ordering food. And I guess she was wanting Sabrina to pay for it, but Sabrina was like, no, we just gonna eat this. Like, and then here's Karen is like, you know what? You work at the bank, you okay. But Karen, that was so inconsiderate of you to do that because number one, she's going through IBF and that is that's expensive. And now she's teetering with the fact that she might not even have her job. So while you over here gonna spend this girl's money without her permission, I don't think that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Then first the girls was like, yeah, we supposed to be eating this. It's quaint and cute and eat meat and cheese and stuff like that. But then when Karen picks up the phone, like, what y'all want? Some wings, hot. Lemon pepper, child, hot lemon pepper. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I'm going on vacation, y'all, and next week. Yes, and I'm not gonna be able to talk to y'all, but yeah, I'm going on vacation, and I'm gonna eat like I ain't ate in a long time. But anyway, I just thought that was real inconsiderate of Pam. That was Pam, child of Karen. What is wrong with me, y'all? I've been saying these names wrong all night. I think I'm sleepy. I think it is, but we're gonna go and get through this. Okay, but um I was like, Karen, you really gonna do that? Like, you really gonna do this? Like, you really gonna take this girl phone, order this girl food and make her pay for it? Like, order food on her dime, and that ain't even cool. And no, and Karen, out of all people, you got problems too with money. So you should be respectful of people's dollars. I just thought that was real, real rude. We know you pregnant with twins, child, but that was rude. Anyway, so the dudes, they finish talking and they end up putting money where their mouth is, and VP money, child juice bar money, and candidacy money. All right, so here is Maurice. Maurice is Maurice over here picking flowers because Grayson had got up and left. Grayson was like, you know what? I'm finna get ready to leave. You got people over here talking about throat goats and all that stuff. So he ain't coming back, Maurice. I don't know where he went. So now you got the bartender. He come over there. He sit down. And Maurice is saying he's going to do something that he's never done before. And the bartender is like, oh, so there is something that you've never done before? He was like, yeah, get lice. I was like, yeah, I ain't had lice either. That's not that common. I mean, black people can get lice, but it's not as common. But anyway, so he ends up saying that he's going to send Grayson a ping pic. He sends him a ping pic. All right. And then then the phone pings back. Ding, 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 ding. And Maurice looked at the phone. Here goes bartender. What'd he say? What'd he say? Child, I done sent it to my mama. Ain't that sad? You over here trying to do some old kinky freaky and it go to your mama. I guess. All right. So the girls are back over there. They doing the waiting to exhale dance. You remember waiting to exhale when they was over there doing that slide to the left and they slide to the right. They crisscross and drop it down low and crisscross. And they weren't doing all that, but they were just moving their hips from the side. They were swaying from side to side. So then Sabrina ends up bringing up the fact that she may have lost her job. And she stood up for herself and she was very proud of that. And the girls saluted her. They gave her a round of applause. Like, yeah, that's what you need to do more often. But I was like, Sabrina, you should have stood up when Karen took your ordered that food on your behalf when you know you ain't got it like that. That's where you should have stood your ground too. But anyway, so Karen ends up saying that she got to get ready to leave because she has to go to the doctor in the morning. The girls are saying, is everything all right? And Danny over there like, how is Zach and Zaquisha? Girl, Karen will roll her eyes talking about, that's disgusting. Don't say it's disgusting. Ain't no wrong with ethnic names. Ain't nothing wrong with Zaquisha. We call her Quisha for short, or we call her Q. I mean, it is what it is, shoot. QI. And so they said, oh no, everything is fine. They found something with the amniocentesis. They just trying to, make sure that everything is fine. Okay. And so she gets ready to leave. They said they're going to all leave together because India is going to end up going with Jordan and all of that stuff. So that's cool. All right. So now here is the night. The night ends. And I didn't understand for the life of me, why did Penelope put her in this situation to where I don't know, it looks like she may be unalive. Where this baby, You know what? Let's just get into it. So Penelope gets in there and Penelope has a bone to pick with Gary. Apparently, for some reason, Penelope has a battery in her back and she is tough. She is rocking rough and tough. Well, she don't have no Afro Plus, but she has a baby bump. And I guess maybe because she feels that she has a baby bump, that Gary will have some type of empathy or sympathy or compassion or some type of something for her. But child, Gary gives zero nothings about this girl, and he is going to show it right now. You know, he gave her warning. Warning does come before destruction, but some people don't listen, i.e. Penelope. All right. So Penelope come in there and she sit down talking about we need to talk. He talking about, well, we can talk when we get home. And she was like, no, we need to talk now. So she pulls out this picture from her purse and she gives it to Gary. And she brings up Tiffany powder. Is it Potter or powder? Powder. Whatever it is, Tiffany powder. I'm going to say powder. It might be powder. I'm going to say powder. Okay. So Gary is looking at her like, where you get this from? And he balls up the picture. And so Gary says, so what are you doing with that? What are you doing with it? And so Penelope says, I'm the one that's going to ask the questions here. And then she says, so Gary, did she come up missing? Like, what happened with her? And then Gary says, well, she ended up coming up missing. And so Penelope says, well, does her parents know about that? Because it seems like they have questions. So does her parents say the same? Because remember when Andy told her the story, the parents didn't believe what was the story that was presented to them. All right. So Gary is saying, look, I told you. Gary says, now who told you to be snooping for information about me? You need to be careful for what you're looking for. He said, and I'm not the man you need to be messing with. And now Gary is getting heated. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be coming at me like that. I'm trying to let you know I'm not that dude. And so Penelope is like, I don't believe you. It ain't for you to believe. It's for you to get your butt up and leave. Because if you know what's going to happen for you, you ain't leaving, Penelope. Anyway, so Gary is like, I don't give a care about what you talking about. But I know this, you better go home. You better leave my office before I do something I regret. Now get the F out of my office. I said, Penelope, he told you 3 times to leave, but you still pressing the issue. I'm thinking in my head, okay, so Penelope might got a shank or something on her or something, but no, she's still there. And so Gary rises up, cussing at her. You need to get out of my office. And she's still sitting there, tough, stern in her voice. I said, girl, do you not know what's finna happen to you? I said, okay, just, all right. So Penelope says, or what, Gary? Why did you? Or what, Gary? You gonna do me like you do Kimberly Porter? Ooh, Kim Porter. Oh, that's scary. Why did they have to write that lady name so close like that? I ain't even think about it. Ooh, talking about Kimberly Powder. Ooh, that put chills down my body. But anyway, so you gonna do me like you doing Kimberly Powder? And I'm just like, here we go. Gary gets up. She stands up. He grabs her and said, don't you say that name again. He said, don't you say that again. And Penelope, dumb. Oh, I'm calling this girl dumb because she did not have to do this. Talking about, let me go, Gary, you murderer. I'm going to call the cops. You know what? If y'all can see me, I threw it. I threw my notebook. I threw my remote control. I threw my cup of water. I said, ooh. It's too late. And guess what? Gary threw her right down that floor. She wasn't talking. She said, oh. And it ain't funny. But she said, oh, Gary. I said, Penelope, I told you to leave. But I told you. I told her. Sheila Beela said, Penelope, don't do this. Please don't do this. But no, she did it, y'all. She did it. And she on that floor bleeding and crying. Now, she should have had that baby at least 2 months ago. But I don't know what's going to happen with the baby. I really feel sorry for her, being honest. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, you done put your life at risk. You done put your baby life at risk to confront this man that don't even care nothing about you. He don't care enough about you to even care about his own baby. Like, Gary gotta go. I'm like, if you know what, y'all, this is Sheila B. Like, comment and subscribe. I have like no more words because I was so frustrated in this scene. I was like, really, Penelope? Really? Really? Anyway, y'all, like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what y'all thought about this whole Tyler Perry Sistas. Y'all forgive me. I know I messed up a lot of names and all that stuff. Charge my head and my heart need juice. Love y'all. Y'all have a great day. Bye.